We are back with another race today. James with Team Finish Strong, getting ready for stage 6, Tour de Zwift. We're just about ready to wrap this thing up by the end of the week. And stage 6 is definitely one of the harder courses. I have been on this course before and have felt the fury of the triple punches of Libby Hill, 23rd Street, and Governor Street. So I know what I'm getting myself into today. Interestingly though, thankfully though, we are only going to have to do one lap. So when we get to the climbs, it's an all-out brawl to the finish line. So that does change a little bit of the tactics. I don't know if I need to necessarily reserve as much for the last push. I think it may be better for me to, if I am still with the lead group by the time that the climbs hit, it may be better to try to hang with the group over at least the first climb, and then just keep punching away at it as much as I can. I think some of the difficulty of the course today is because it is so flat for the first half that they're probably going to, this is a strong group, by the way, today. I just looked at it about 5 minutes ago. We got a decent number of folks coming into the pen, although they're not here as of yet. Decent number of folks. And because it's such a strong group, they're probably going to push me anaerobic right from the start. So I think when we hit that first climb, that's going to be probably everything I've got, just to hang at that point. So so that's tactics today. Just hang with the group as long as I can. These climbs are short enough that I don't think pure climbers are necessarily going to have much of an advantage. I don't think bike choice is also necessarily much of an advantage today. I really want to try to reduce as much my workload at the beginning of the race, try to keep it under threshold if possible, so that I can have my full capacity for the hills and see how it goes. Sprints, you know, the problem is with the triple punch like what we got today is probably not going to be enough recovery time for a really good sprint, at least for me. It's just the fact that I'm, if you look at my Zwift power stats, I am kind of trailing down at the bottom of the B category, and I've been kind of floating around down there since I've entered the B cat, and I'm okay with that. I think in the next week or two, I'll probably be looking to transition back to the C cat, where I will have some chance at some podiums. So the B cat, racing in B cat is good experience for me. It keeps me pushing myself, testing my limits, and keeping me sharp, I think. One of the other benefits to being in the B cat is that it requires of me the most strategic use of my power that I can possibly produce. Not wasting even 1 watt if I can help it. And if you look at my last several races, I think, you know, by the Lord's grace, I've been able to do that. I've been able to make the best use of the power that I have to get the best result that I think I could have given the power that I have been given me. So that's kind of where we're at, and we're going to start it all in about 6 minutes. Because this is going to be so tough from the start, and because the pizza challenge is over, I really don't have to worry about running the clock down. So I decided to get to the pen early. I got a nice spot. That should help me to stay closer to the front until we get to the climbs with as little extra effort as possible. So the way the course is laid out, I'd say within about 1 kilometer of the start, which is all going to be fast anyway, we immediately hit that drag coming up to the where the sprint section of the course is. And one thing I did not check out, and I do not know, is if we're going to get a power up at that sprint banner. I guess we would. It's the only one that would be on the course. No, there's a couple of KOMs that I might be able to get some additional power-ups on. So that being said, let me go ahead and click on over here, make sure I'm ready for those power-ups when they come. If you saw my last race in New York, I didn't get any breaks at all. Not a single power-up the whole race. So I had to fight that one out purely on natural ability. And that one was tough. That one stretched me to the limit all the way to the end. It's a good race though. I actually am getting more fond of racing in New York because of that. It may actually suit me better. The climbs are just short enough for me to survive, and they're followed by at least this one course, the Gotham Grind Reverse, I think it was. It's followed by a nice little downhill where I can recover. So, I think that course suited me pretty well, and I had a decent result, if not the strongest finish. So, just welcome everyone to the stream. Feel free to chime in the chat. Hopefully, it's working today, and we will get underway because I might have some opportunity to chat in the first few kilometers before the climbs. After that, it's a wrap. Depends on how hard these guys push, or if they save all their legs for the three climbs. This is a short race. It's going to be done and over with pretty quick. So it is going to be intense, I think, as a result. So as far as my participation in Tour de Zwift, not to be confused with Alpe Zwift. We're 6 in, 1 to go. And what is that last world? What is that last world? Which one is the one we haven't visited yet, folks? I'm trying to think of it. It's not Innsbruck. Oh, Yorkshire. Yorkshire, they saved the worst for last. The best for last. Yorkshire. Okay. I didn't see how long that one's going to be. Now that's a 20-minute lap right there. So if we do more than one lap, that's one of the longest races we'll have in the tour. So maybe they'll be nice and just keep it super short. I don't know. Not really sure. But so we are just about done. I've really enjoyed these races. They're short, which allows me to have a bit more power than I normally would on some of the longer races, which has helped me to survive longer in the BCAT with some of these groups. But I actually enjoyed probably of all the stages up thus far. I think I enjoyed London the best. It was equally tough, but being a sprinter, it was probably best suited for me, and that really helped. The other courses have all had some element of climbing to them, so very hard to stick with the group as a sprinter, unfortunately. But that said, I would rank today's course, Richmond, as probably the second hardest after the Bologna course that we just finished. That one, the 1.5 laps we had there, I would have been just fine if they just had a KOM finish at the first lap and been done with it. Adding that second lap around was tremendously more tough. But so this is going to be a little bit less tough than that. It's still going to be probably a hard push for the first several kilometers to the first climb, and then I think the 3 combined are going to be somewhat similar in effort, maybe a little bit less so than Bologna. So if you look at it as a whole. So I got to consider that, and consider the fact that we are under 40 seconds now. All right. It's a warm day today here in South Carolina, so got to get a little used to the sweating more today. Still no power-ups. Amen. pace high. Okay, thanks, Greg. All right, here we go. Doesn't look like I'm staying with the pack. They were pushing it hard. At least I got a little break. Let me try again here. Nope. Too late. You try and keep it high. And keeping the pace high. You're right. I gotta take it easy. I'm hurting. Thanks, Ray. Oh. Thank you, Johnny. Oh, gosh. Ah, still catch my breath. I don't think my heart rate went under 160 the whole race. Huh. That was tough. That was very tough. Probably one of the last races I'll be doing in the VCAT. In a couple weeks, I'm going to end up dropping down. But my average watts was still pretty good. Pretty good. So I can honestly say I'm still seeing a little improvement here and there. Yeah, thank you, Sonia. I agree. That was tough. And in fact, on that last turn towards the finish, I really felt like my body was telling me to just ease up a little bit. So I had to respect that. And then it had to come down to a little sprint between me and the guy behind me. And you know, I couldn't pass up that challenge. So I had to do it. Even though I had nothing left to give. Still found something to give, I guess. Finally starting to feel normal again. All right. Well, that's what you have to look forward to for stage 6 if you haven't done it yet. Look forward to some suffering, especially if you're riding with a much stronger group like I was today. They kept it tough right up to the climb. And I expected it would. I really did. All right, hey guys, thank you all for joining me today. Appreciate those who encouraged me in the chat. Sorry I couldn't respond back. I needed every last molecule of oxygen I could get. All right, 6 down, 1 to go. All right, guys, we'll catch you on the group ride coming up later in the week, and then it's on to the finish. So I'll see you around. See you guys next time. Take care. Finish strong, and as always, you know what it is. God bless. Take care. Have a great Sunday. Bye.